As I told you, he would be back. On cue. This is tag number 4380. Went down, turned around, thought I was gonna leave, and he's back. Car number 7930. This individual is a sergeant of the Prince George's County Police Department. But he doesn't want to debate why he's just burning up the taxpayers' dollars sitting guarding McDonald's. If he's on high visibility, why are you just sitting here? You should be riding through the neighborhood, letting the citizens see your red and blue Christmas lights on their car. But when he went through the neighborhood, he turned them off. This is the people's car. The taxpayers pay for this vehicle. They pay for the gas. They give them a stipend for the uniform and gun. But they use them illegally. They come out here, they sit on large corporations' properties and secure them. Because there is no accountability, no supervision, and their department and brass do not hold them accountable. And this is a sergeant of the Prince George's County Police Department. And he don't know what to do. He's looking around like a bird in a cage, trying to figure out what should I do. And as you saw, when he leaves this property, he turns those lights off. That's the time you should have them on, flashing through the neighborhood. Look at him. Sad. Extorting money from the taxpayers and their government. The government is allowing this to happen. That's over in D.C. You don't have jurisdiction over there. He looking around. I mean, citizens, you should have a problem with this. This gentleman is sitting in the parking lot of McDonald's with his emergency lights on. But when he got ready to move, he turned the emergency lights out. The problem is this. Let me tell you what's going on. These are cowards. They don't want no smoke from real criminals. They're not like the old police who didn't go out and harass citizens. They were real police officers. These are thugs. They don't want no smoke from no real criminal. They just want that welfare check and go home every night. So this is why they cut these lights on, so that people, the real criminals, can see them coming, so they can get out the way before they get there. Are you kidding me? Now watch he cut the lights out. Watch you cut the lights out. There's the lights going on. He just got the backs on. Look at it. He don't turn the emergency lights off when he goes out onto the street. Look at it. Sad. Now he's gonna do a U-turn and come back. That's him right there. Doing a U-turn, and he's coming back. And he's gonna come right back to McDonald's again. What is the purpose for this? High visible, where? On New Hampshire Avenue, 1 block? One block? And right back where we started from. Guarding McDonald's property. Internal Affairs of Prince George's County, the chief, the county executive, you should have a problem with this. And the taxpayers of Prince George's County. This officer makes almost $200,000 as a sergeant of the Prince George's County Police Department, and his whole shift is riding down a block, doing a U-turn, coming back around and parking at McDonald's. And this is a sergeant of the Prince George's County Police Department in the taxpayers' vehicle, burning up the taxpayers' gas, wearing the taxpayers' uniform, and he says he's here to do high visibility. Where? Instead of riding through the neighborhoods with his lights flashing, looking for crime, he's parked at McDonald's. I guess when he leave out, he think I'm leaving or something. But I'm gonna leave him alone because it's time the taxpayers say enough is enough. If I own a company and I told my employee to go out and secure or do something, and they went and sat down in the cafeteria for 8 hours, 16 hours, and didn't do it. But this is all about fear right here. They're scared to go and confront real criminals. This is why they have their flashing lights on. This is how they sit in littered up places. These individuals do not want any smoke from real criminals out on the street. So ladies and gentlemen, you better start protecting yourself. because these individuals, they couldn't catch COVID and they wouldn't protect you any kind of way. As you see, this individual has his emergency lights on. You know, back in the day, real police officers didn't have to flash their lights to let criminals know they were coming. They rolled up on them and they stopped crime. These individuals, they're welfare recipients. All they want is that welfare check that the taxpayers pay them, and ride around with uniforms on trying to be something they're not. Here we go again. Here we go again. Look at it. What is the purpose of this? What is the purpose of this, Chief? As you see, he cut the emergency lights out. What is the purpose of this, Chief? If he wants to be visible to criminals, he will go down where the real criminals are, which is the neighborhood behind this McDonald's. Okay, now he's gone into the liquor store. I mean, this must be an ongoing task force that they use, because that's the same place where the other one went. He's gone down there. And I guarantee you, he's coming back to this McDonald's, and I'm gonna wait on him. Here he comes. I guess he think I'm gone, so I'm gonna wait right here. I'm gonna wait right here for him. I'm gonna hide behind this pole. Here he comes. There he goes. He's coming out. He's doing a U-turn. He's coming back this way. When he engages, I'm gonna come out. As you see him, here he is right there. The little Christmas lights. They're coming back. What is the purpose of you going a block and turning around and coming back? You're not going into the bad neighborhood. There's no crime on New Hampshire Avenue. We're right here on New Hampshire Avenue, in between Prince George's County and Montgomery County. And what high visibility are you trying to perpetrate riding up and down this little block? The crime area is in that direction of Eastern Avenue, in an apartment complex between DC, Prince George's County, and Montgomery County. But this sergeant stays at this McDonald's where he's doing security work. Here we go again. Look at him. Look at him, ladies and gentlemen. This is your tax dollars at work. And this individual makes close to $200,000. I guess he called an airship out. There it is right there. See it right there? Look at him. Back in his little perch again. Sad. High visibility, he says. A block of McDonald's. And then when you ask him, what the hell are you doing on my tax dime? He talking about he don't want to get in a debate. I'm not debating, I'm asking you a simple question. Would any employee allow his employer, let me move this thing down. Would any employer allow his employee to say that when he asks him, what is he doing? zero accountability, zero supervision. We need to take immunity away from these individuals and hold them accountable for their actions. And that action is him sitting here in uniform, getting paid to do nothing. And taxpayers, you should scream at your chief of police and your county executive about this. We are at New Hampshire Avenue and Eastern Avenue. This is New Hampshire Avenue and Eastern Avenue. And down Eastern Avenue is where the hot spot is. But we got this sergeant sitting doing security work for big Golden Archer McDonald's in the taxpayer's car, burning up the taxpayer's gas and wearing the taxpayer's uniform. How you doing? She's sitting looking at me, the McDonald's employee. He don't know what to do. He really don't. At least the other one the other night went 5 or 6 blocks down and then turned and tried to hide out. This one, he really don't know what to do. He's a sergeant. I guess he must think that I'm just gonna go away. But the chief of police of Prince George's County and the county executive and the taxpayers, the citizens of Prince George's County, you guys need to really step up and say enough is enough for this. This is extortion on the taxpayers of Maryland. And this is Prince George's County. Make no mistake about it, this happens all over this state in law enforcement. Look at him. He don't know what to do. Here you go again. He's on the move, ladies and gentlemen. On the move. Look at him. Oh shit, they called a bird out. Look at it. Chief, what is the purpose of this? He rides down New Hampshire Avenue. I guess he thinks I'm gonna disappear. There you go. He's finna do another U-ey and come back to the same spot. But he won't go down the troubled neighborhoods. Why are you riding up and down New Hampshire Avenue as though this is some kind of trouble area? Right now he's in Montgomery County. The McDonald's is in Prince George's County. But he's in Montgomery County. So what deterrent are you doing when you're scared to go down into the troubled neighborhoods? And ladies and gentlemen, the troubled neighborhoods is back down Eastern Avenue where those red lights are. Now he decide right where he's going is the troubled drug area. Look, he's going down into the drug area. It's sad, man. I mean, seriously. And taxpayers, you should have a problem with this. Let's walk down here and see what he's doing. This area down here is the troubled area. But he's not going to sit down there. He ain't come back. He's coming back. He's not going to sit down there. Because down there, real criminals might do some foul shit to him. Look at him. Look at it. We're going back to McDonald's. Now, mind you, this is a patrol car. He should be patrolling the streets of Prince George's County, but yet and still, he is sitting at the McDonald's with his emergency lights on, doing nothing. Excuse me, officer. Hey, officer, roll your window down, man. Come on, man. Look, I'm going to let you continue extorting money from the taxpayers. Have a nice night, man. Yeah, have a nice night doing nothing. Chief, county executive, this is your officers out here in Prince George's County. This is how they make. This is a sergeant of the Prince George's County Police Department, scared to go into the neighborhoods and patrol them. So he sits at a McDonald's his whole shift. It's crazy, man. You taxpayers of Prince George's County, y'all should have a problem with this. Lay down, Sergeant. Woo! Hey, lay down. Keep extorting the taxpayers, baby. Signing off.